how about that Stranger Things finale? I just I want to share my observations. The finale, I feel like I went into it a little. I'm not gonna say disgruntled. I was just, a little taken aback by the end of the last episode because logistically, if we're about to go to war, if it's not, I mean, I guess you can say it was pertinent to how the war was gonna be played. I just, it just seemed like we stopped momentum to present a 7-minute dialogue about things we already knew. I knew. I knew when they was in the car in the previous season and Will was throwing a tantrum because Mike was all about Elle because he was trying to take her pants off. I knew. I knew then. I said, oh, he mad because, he ain't getting no more special attention. I knew. You didn't, what needs, I knew. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I guess I can't say I'm pretty sure everyone knew. But everyone that was watching the show, that I knew that was watching the show, knew. You know, he wasn't trying to take off ladies' pants. He had no interest. I digress. What did I think about the season finale? I thought that it was a really good time. I thought that it flew by. I know it was 2 hours and 5 or 2 hours and 30 minutes, depending on whatever reputable source kind of captured, but the time flew by. And at the end, after like the first couple of endings, it was like, all right, like I get it. Like now it's the last 20 minutes or so, but man. And I was invested and I was worried and I was like, no, don't kill Steve. And they didn't kill Steve. And it's like, oh no. And then the multiple endings and then just like the annoyance and anger I had if you're watching this, obviously like there's spoilers, so don't come for me if you haven't seen the finale yet. Like I literally avoided Reddit all day so that I could go into the theaters and watch the finale of Stranger Things in a theater, and it was incredible. I'm gonna talk more about that later though, because I see what you're doing, Netflix. Well played, but I digress. The finale was. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. And those people that didn't have a good time, it's like, bro, I was invested in these characters for 5 seasons. 5 seasons. So at the very crux of it, like I'm here. I'm in it. I'm with you. We about to kill Vecna. We about to blow up the Upside Down since we now know that it is a wormhole. This is what we're doing. This is the plan. And I was so annoyed by I don't even remember the character's name. The L sister. Talking about I don't even know if you can say that on YouTube. I probably have to edit that. Talking about we gonna self-delete. Talking about we gonna vanish with the Upside Down. What? What? I'm invested in Elle and Mike riding off to the sunset. What? But, that didn't necessarily happen. And for the half of the ending after, we watched Elle vanish in the Upside Down, I was so annoyed. I was like, what? I know you're not telling me I didn't watch 5 seasons of Stranger Things to watch Elle self-sacrifice herself. I was like, look, brothers. I could have written y'all a better ending. Y'all should have had the military coming to the Upside Down, try to capture him and everything, and then Elle, they get caught on the other side, and they're trying to tell him like the bomb's gonna blow, and then Elle does some cool, and they get out of there. And next thing you know, the military, like those members of the military that are trying to do the thing, they get sucked up away, and Elle and Mike right off to the sunset to their 3 waterfalls. But I will say, like the talent of pulling on people's heartstrings, it was a lot at the end. It was a lot. I was like, well played. Well played, Duffer Brothers. Well played. But getting back to Netflix, I see what you did there, Netflix. I see exactly what you did there. See, what's apparent to me is Netflix is testing the collaborations with theaters. Think about that. They are on the verge, or as soon as it goes through, if there are no antitrust issues, they're on the verge of purchasing Warner Brothers, all of DC. And I know Hollywood is like, oh no, they're gonna ruin movies. But if I'm not mistaken, because I was just in the theater, and that bit Netflix, like that went down, and this theater was full. It was packed. Like, and this was a 10:30 at night movie. It was packed. Like, no seats available. And I was like, for something that everyone in that theater could have watched at home on their TV. Not brave the cold, because it's New York, baby. It's cold out here. You see that? It's snowing right now. I don't know. Probably can't see. I'm shooting on the 50 millimeter Helios. I'm trying to see what I can do, a little framing, but it's snowing a little bit. But no, it was packed. I see what you're doing, Netflix. Well played. You are testing the market to see how you can pack theaters. And this is just with your streaming, like a streaming finale. And granted, it's like, I know there are rules and regulations that don't allow people to pay for something twice. So the way that it was set up was that, yeah, you purchase your $20 ticket to see the finale, but you're given $20 in credit for concessions. And I need to do a little research. I'm not sure how the split for the concessions was for AMC and all the theaters and Netflix. But what I will tell you is I see what you're doing. You're testing the market to see how responsive it is for the individuals that currently pay for your streaming service. They already pay per month, to then pay additional to go and see something they could see at home. Granted, Netflix is doubled up. Didn't you? And if you didn't even know it. And if you knew it, you didn't care. Why? Because you went for the theater experience to enjoy Stranger Things on the biggest screen you could. And that right there is why other movie studios should be afraid. Because Netflix, in this time where everyone's like, oh, people don't go to the theater anymore, Netflix convinced individuals for the last 2 days to go and see something in the theater that they could have easily watched on their couch. And tell me again how that's not good for the industry, for the revenue split between Netflix and the potential theaters, and the way the revenue was split. Like they did it on a consumable. Like it wasn't like, oh, the ticket's like, no, I did it on concessions so that you had a voucher for your concessions. Netflix is about to do something special when it comes to the acquisition of Warner Brothers and what happens next, and I can't wait to see it. Just one last thing. Does Vecna look like Groot to you? That's Groot's cousin. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw Vecna, and I just in my head I was like, I am Groot. Like, is that Groot? Is that Groot's cousin? Is that what would happen to Groot if he didn't have a loving father figure like Rocket Raccoon? Is that what's happening? I digress. It's just something that popped in my head. I just wanted to share it. It's a little quick hitter. It's cold out here, so I'm about to go inside and lay it down, because I did go see the late finale, and it was a good 2+ hours, and it is yet again 2:00 in the morning. So do me a favor. I'm trying to create this momentum, share this video if you will, and just hit the subscribe button. I mean, it's free. Everyone likes free.